G'day guys, how you going? Welcome back. Today we are off to Double Island Point. So camping at TY Beach for 2 nights. Bit of fishing, bit of relaxing, and we'll see what else we get up to. I'll see you when we get there. Gotta love when you get to the barge at Noosa North Shore and they're just leaving. If I was about 15 seconds faster, I would have got on, but nope, I missed it. We'll have to wait. Just made it off the barge and on my way over to the beach now. Plan is to head straight up past the leisure track, so I'm going to stay on TY Beach and see if I can get some beach worms. Not sure at the moment. There has been quite a bit of rain around, and the swell's been up as well apparently, so we'll see if there's any beach worms around. If there is, I'll try and grab a few. If I can't get any, then I'll head back. I'm camping in Zone 1, so I'll head back there, set up camp, and then head over to Double Island for the afternoon. Just let the tyres down and heading onto the beach now. Let's punch it up to Double Island and see if we can get some beach worms. So as you can see, not much of a soft sand up the top there, so lucky it's about an hour before low tide at the moment. Otherwise I don't think I'd be getting through at the moment. You can also see a bit of erosion up on the dunes there. More or less a straight drop there. So it hasn't been the best weather at the moment. Surf doesn't seem too big, but it still looks messy and it doesn't look the best for fishing, to be honest. Looks like there's been a lot of fresh water coming into this area lately. So we'll see what happens with the fishing. Otherwise, I'm still going to have a good time up here. So I've just made up the beach to the camp zones. Here's the start of Zone 7 there. So Zone 7 is the furthest south, so the closest one to the Noosa North Shore ferry, and obviously Zone 1 furthest north. So if you're planning on going to Double Island a lot, I'd probably suggest going to Zone 1, and then north of Zone 1 further, there's also the freshwater camp zone. So freshwater has toilets and showers as well, and you do need a portable toilet at Double Island these days, so on TY Beach. So I've got mine in the back at the moment. But yeah, so if you're coming up here, it's something to think about. So there's been a slight change in plans. I am actually going to set up camp first because I found this a good spot. So I'm just going to set up the gazebo on the swag quickly, just so I've claimed my spot, and then back to trying to find worms. So let's set up camp. Rightio, camp set up here behind me, got my swag out, gazebo up, and I'm just gathering everything out of the tray just to make it a bit easier for me. Time to go get some beach worms. Let's go. So when you're going worming, you need 2 things. You need bait, so I've just got some pillies here, and you need a bag. So I've just got a scaling bag from BCF. I think it was about 10 bucks. Dropped some pillies in there, got one in my hand as well. Then you come down the beach. So you just come down to the water. You want it like this where it's nice and flat. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to wave this main bag around. That belly's up the water, and I'll show you when I find a worm what you can look for. more or less, as the water's rushing out, you'll see a little V from the worm sticking its head up. So hopefully I'll see one soon. So you want to be doing this on more or less dead low tide, as the wave's going out, as the tide's going out. So if it's coming in, you're just going to keep getting washed away. So I'm about an hour before low tide at the moment. We'll see what happens. If I find one, I'll show you. So I wasn't lucky, didn't find any in this spot, so I'm just going to move along the beach. Here at Double Island, I know you can get them up past the Leisure track. So that's the track from TY Beach over to the Double Island point. The sandbar's over there. If you head just past that, I've gotten worms there before. So that's where I'm going to head now. And see if we've got any luck there. Rightio, finally found the worms. Got one in the bucket at the moment. Let's see if we can get a few more. I'll try and show you what you're looking for. Once I grab my bag back. It's in the water. When it's running out, as you sweep in the bag, you see little V's pop up. Like one here. So all these little V's are worms. And it's the hard part, trying to catch them. I'll put his eye up here and see if I can get another one. Another beach swim for you. Probably about 2 foot in length, probably about 70 centimeters. If you could widen bait there. Rightio, so we're doing a few more beach worms. I'm now going to head over to Double Island and we'll check it out because I haven't been here in a while. So go check it out and then we'll probably head back to camp. Let's head over there now. Coming down onto Double Island now. Looks as beautiful as normal. Looking over to Fraser Island. Looks like at high tide might come right up to here at the moment. So don't know if I'll go for the Savo because the tide is on the way in now. But might just sneak around and see how far we can get at the moment. And then tomorrow we'll head right over to the far sandbank and I'll probably end up staying up there for the day. Probably one of the nicest spots or in the lagoon here. We'll see what the weather's like and what the tide's like. So just been for a drive around to Double Island Point. So you can get it more or less all the way around to the very far sandbar. Without getting your tyres wet, so that's good to know. If you turn left as soon as you get over there after you come through the Leisure track, you do need to go through quite a deep bit of water. I didn't go through it, I just walked it and said no because I do not want to give my car a salt bath. Other than that, I'm going to head back to camp now, crack a beer because I need one, and then gonna relax on the beach, maybe go for a fish this afternoon with those worms I've just gotten, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'll see you back at camp. Made it back to camp, heading down to the beach now, cold beer in hand. Don't think this could be much better for a Tuesday afternoon. Rightio. Just had a bit of dinner, sitting on the dunes now, having a beer, watching the sun go down over my head, that is. Yeah, pretty good day. Plan is tomorrow morning, wake up pretty early, go for a fish, down towards the actual headland, and then duck over to Double Island for the day. I'll probably hang around there, fish around there for most of the day before heading back. And we might go for a night fish tomorrow evening. We'll see what happens. One of my mates might be coming up, so if he does, might change our plans, might not. We'll see what happens. We'll just go off the flow. Anyways, I'm going to kick back, enjoy the rest of the night, and we'll see you in the morning. Radio, good morning. It's about 5 o'clock. Time to head for a fish. Looks like the wind's died down a bit, which is good. Surf's died down a bit. Tide's on the way in, so beautiful time for a fish. Before we head over to Double Island for the day. Let's get going. So, ended up coming over Double Island for a fish. Just weather wasn't the best over on TY Beach, so ducked over here out to the very end. I was fishing just out there. Hooked up on a heap of little dart and a few whiting, and even got one legal. So about to check the rods back in, just move spots, quiet it down over there. Might even chuck out a pilly, see if anything takes that. Just let that float around out there. High tide's at 9, so I won't be able to get through there very shortly. Just over here, tide is coming up pretty high at the moment after the storms. Other than that, go for a bit more of a fish, then head over back to TY Beach later to get some more worms. How good. Well, I've set up the awning. I found my spot. Currently got a filly out there. I've hooked about 3 tailor so far. One was 45, which I've kept. Gonna eat that. The other 2 were about 30, so they need to be 35 here in Queensland. Got them back in the water. But yeah, sitting around, watching my line, and just taking in this view. Right around to Rainbow Beach, up to Fraser. Probably sit here, well, I am trapped in now, so sit here until the tide starts going back out. Head back to camp, and then I'm going to try and get some more worms to go for a fish this afternoon. Hope to get a few more whiting. Probably fish the TY Beach side this afternoon. I'll try a few more gutters, see if I've got any more luck. If not, I will head back over here. I'll see the Savo. Okay, but how good is this? Absolute glass out there at the moment. Head back to camp, fill up those fish, and then I am going to go worming again. I am keen to get some more fish for dinner tomorrow night. Let's go back to camp, and I'll see you there. Rightio, back at camp. Got the fish. Heading down to fillet them before we go worming. Fish are filleted up. Frames are in the bag. Let's just wait for this tide to go out a little bit more, and then we'll head to go worming. Might even just try here in front of camp first, see if there's any worms here, because that would make it a lot easier on me. So yeah, let's go pop these fish in the fridge, and might have some lunch. So I've just grabbed some worms, and I also grabbed some pipis while I was at it. There's a heap around, so may as well grab some. Now I've come down towards the headland, and I am going to go for a fish. Nice gutter here in front of me. We'll see what it produces. If not, I'm going to just head straight back over to where I was this morning. See how we go. No luck at this gutter, so I'm on my way back over to DI. I'll go probably straight back to the spot where I was catching fish this morning. We'll see what happens. If that doesn't work, then probably time to head back to camp and have a few beers. Enjoy the last night, but we'll see what happens. If I'm catching fish, I might stay. Let's go. So I've got another pilly out there, hoping for another tailor. I've got my rod holder, so I'm using the camp chair at the moment, but should be right, it'll do. I'm going to chuck a worm on my other rod, and 2 lines at once. Surely that means double the fish. We'll see what happens. The pillies have worked. Another Taylor right there. Let's measure her up and see if it's legal. Look at that. Probably about a 38, 39 centimetre Taylor right there. She's legal. Chuck her in the bucket. Well, that turned into a good afternoon fishing. Ended up with 3 legal Taylor this afternoon and a whiting. So that's all filleted up and in the fridge. Now I'm gonna head to the freshwater camp, go for a shower because I stink of fish, and head back to camp for a few beers on the beach. Enjoy the night, and heading home back to Brizzy pretty early tomorrow morning. Got some stuff to do around home, so need to get out of here pretty early. I'll probably pack up some of camp this afternoon as well. Yeah, let's get for a shower though. I stink. So I've ended up decided head home late this arvo. Got some stuff to do tomorrow morning, so head home early. Been a good trip, but yeah, let's get out of here. Made it back to third cutting. Let's go get on the barge. Just got across the ferry. Been another good adventure. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep exploring Oz.